Hello everyone, my name is Andy, and welcome to a very fuzz-filled Black Friday Deals and Steals episode. Today is the day before Thanksgiving, it's the 23rd today, so happy early Thanksgiving, happy Black Friday, all that good stuff. Let's dive in. Actually, you know what, we're going to include a couple more things here on this video. So what you see in front of you is an Earthquaker Devices Hizumitas fuzz, which I believe is more or less a signature fuzz for an artist either called Wata or the band is called Wata, W-A-T-A. It did come with the little bag and box. I didn't see a manual, whatever. This was part of a bundle deal. If you've watched my latest Bossport episode, you'll have seen it. But it was that was 75, and I got 4 Boss pedals, practically new. So those 4 plus the Hizumitas fuzz was $280, which is a pretty darn good deal. Next to that, and that was Facebook. Those are all Facebook. This one was, I think this one was Craigslist. We'll get into that one last. This was also Craigslist. New Neighbor Immerse Mark 1. I do have the Mark 2. I mostly wanted to compare them, but either way, this is $100. This thing sounds phenomenal. Stereo reverb, whole bunch of different algorithms. This knob changes depending on the algorithm or the setting. All around incredible. If you can get one of these for, 120, 130 bucks, maybe less, and especially if it's the Mark II, grab it. It's gorgeous. Boss RV6, in the realm of things I like from Boss, is I believe still the current normal compact size pedal that does a lot of this kind of stuff. But yeah, these new neighbors are bananas, so totally worth $100. And then we had sort of it's not a surprise to me, it'll be a surprise to you, not just a triangle big muff, not just one big muff, but 6 big muffs. So this is the JHS Muffaletta, and he insisted I take this box, and it's kind of funny. So 6 big muff algorithms. I do not know what they all are. Triangle, big muff, pi, Ram's head, a JHS version, which I believe when he mods big muffs, I believe it's his mod. And I don't know what the star and paint. It's like a canvas or something. But the three controls of a big muff plus those 6 algorithms, excuse me. Something else I'm going to include in this episode, which was also in the Bossport episode, just because it is Boss. Keeley modded DD3 with 2, I think, analog type modes. It kind of warms up the repeats. You can also use it stock too, so now you can get rid of your other DD3 because you have a DD3 that does more. Plus, it's got an effects loop. You loop another pedal in, and it affects the repeats with that effect, which is pretty cool. Second repeat and after. For some reason, it doesn't affect the first. I don't know. Whatever. $100. This was at a store that I like in Minnesota. That was cool. Shout out to Eclipse Music. The last 2 things were this Strymon Ojai. There's an Ojai R30, and the R30 portion, a regular Ojai just has 5 ports, 9 volts each, 500 milliamps each, which is phenomenal, so you can power just about anything. But you sometimes have varying voltages, so these will do 12 and 18 as well. There we go. I want all these on 9 now. This was 125, which is solid. I think they're 170, and they don't come up used very often, so, the only thing it didn't include was the box, so 125 bucks is good. From the same guy, I got a Strymon Zuma, which is 9 ports, 2 of which you can vary the voltage. This was 200 retail. They were 250. They might have gone up because of all the price increases. So 200 with all the necessary cables. Still great. Power slot. And the best part, this actually has a 24 volt through, as does this. You can actually chain these 2 power supplies together off of one power cable into the wall. You can actually chain multiple. I have a big board over there that has 1 Zuma, which again is 9. 9? Maybe it's 8. 9. Plus 2 regular Ojai, so not the variable voltage ones, to make 14. So it covers all my expression pedals that need power. and everything. So, yeah, again, it's not quite Black Friday, that's this week, but an amazing pile of good quality gear. So, we're gonna rip through these and see what they sound like. All right, onto the pedals. You will notice I threw in something completely different, though it is kind of fuzz / distortion. This is the Ranger FX brake box. On Wednesday? No, today's Wednesday. Last week? I think it was maybe Friday last week. Yeah, it had to be. JHS Pedals, the JHS show. JHS makes that. Did a live stream with David Ranger from Ranger FX, and they talked about all sorts of stuff, including this new brake box. It is wild. I still haven't decided if I'm in love with it, but I will say, you know, this always happens, right? You play it through a different amp with a different guitar, and it sounds great, and you bring it home, and it's meh. It's still really cool. So we'll give it a shout here, because I'm not going to do a dedicated video. So we're in the humbucker, bridge humbucker with my Nick Johnson HSS Schecter. It's a Strat thing. Okay, great, whatever. The Hizumitos from Earthquaker Devices out of Akron, Ohio, I believe. VST, volume, sustained tone, same kind of thing. I don't know if it's muff style, whatever. We'll look it up. Next single coil. Let's crank the sustain and the tone. Oh, backwards? Ah. So as you turn the tone down, it opens up. So yeah, not super, obviously it's not clean, but... Let's turn the tone all the way down again, make it warm. That's all I wanted to do. Let's see. Tone in the middle and then sustain all the way down. Cool. Hizumitos fuzz. Love it. Excuse me, I need to plug in my phone here. There we are. Sorry about that. Oh, and I kicked out the new neighbor because I wanted a little more, what do they call that, cover up for crappy playing? All right, the Muffaletta. We'll just rip through the 6 modes real fast. Sustain down. Sustain in the middle. All the way up. Sounds dope. Sustain all the way down. Really unexciting. Let's do that too. Looks like original Pi. Ram's Head? Sorry I didn't monkey with the tone much, just kind of wanted to rip through it. Obviously there's plenty of resources out there. If you're looking for more info, whether it is the JHS show itself or elsewhere. This is the JHS mod. Again, I believe it's based on their modded version. So plenty of gain on tap. Now my understanding for each of these, they've got a few different series. One is the JHS Bonsai, which is green, which has a little bonsai tree on it, and has, I don't think it's 6, I think it might actually be 9 tube screamer variants. And then this last year, if I remember correctly, they did one called the Rat Pack, which is a bunch of rats. And again, I think that's more like 7 or 9 different ones. Maybe it's just 6 and I'm out of my mind. But... Next single coil for fun. Anyway, that's freaking wild. But I definitely like the idea. So what is it? I'm interrupting myself. So I think these are $229 US. I got this for $150. Overall, I'd call that maybe not a screaming deal, but a solid price, because usually these are like $170, $180, if not more. So $150, check it out and try 6 different Big Muffs. Great. And that's one thing that Josh even talks about with these, kind of this series of pedals, is that buy this, maybe it feels a little stout, maybe you want to just buy, a 40, 50, I don't even know what they are, $100 regular, Big Muff pie. But this, you spend a little more, you got options. Maybe you find one style that you really like, and then you can go hunt down the actual style. Now, each of these 6, to my knowledge, for each of these series, they're based off of specific ones that Josh has. So, anyway, great sounding pedal. I'm getting a really cool bass in the next couple months. I might put one of these on a bass rig. Oh, immerse back on. Honestly, let's do the immerse first. We'll do the break box last. So, we're going to do modulation, pre-delay, low cut, shim level, all this stuff. We'll play with the shimmer level, but we're going to get rid of, probably not do much with that. We'll do medium depth. This also has, we'll do effects level all the way up. You do have a kill dry. So though you can probably hear my guitar, it kills the dry signal. And I believe that's all the way around. Yep, which is cool, but I usually like having the dry in. You also have a trails on and off, so when you play, let's put the kill dry back off. That last note will sustain out, which is beautiful. So, tone will Noonify as well. Noonify, that's a word now. We'll be in the neck pickup for this. So that's the wet algorithm. One thing fancy about New Neighbor pedals is a lot of them have a little USB and are programmable, so I don't know which algorithm of wet this is, because they've got a number of versions of it. Let's turn that modulate on. Little waver in the sound there. Next we have hall reverb. Modulate for this one as well. Wow. Dude, these sound amazing. I've talked to more people than not that don't like plate reverb. I love it. Which is what I should be on here, yep. And this this one you can play with the pre-delay, so it literally cuts the signal, so you get dry, space, wet. Let's bring that tone back. We'll take that pre-delay off. I actually like doing kind of medium short. Anyway, spring. Low cut. I guess it sounds a little less beefy when you do that. Subtle. So you can hear the spring bouncing in there. I don't think it drips. Maybe a little bit. Sounds really good though. What's next? Shimmer. There's two modes of shimmer, so let's see. And we mix in the shimmer. Bring that tone up. Whoa, what? Oh, that's cool. Bringing the depth up actually brings that shimmer back a little bit. Changes that mix. And then what do we have here? It says A and B, so that's shimmer A. Whoa! Let's bring in, or take out some of that. See if it does that same thing. Yeah, changing the depth up like that mellows it out. Careful with your shimmer reverbs. That can get piercing AF. Okay, cool. I believe this is, I think it's the Hall reverb plus echo. So this knob changes the, wait, echo changes the rub level. What the mix? Oh, okay, yeah. I don't know why they call it rub level. I don't know what that means. If you know what that means, tell me. So you can actually make this just a delay pedal. Oh, RVB, reverb level. And you can mix out the delay completely, to my knowledge. I think that's the Hall, right? Sounds like it. I don't know. But then, what do we got here? That's detune. So back to echo. So you can blend in how much reverb and how much delay you want. And then this will do time. Got, what is that, 600-800 milliseconds there? Okay, so with the depth, it will also adjust the number of echoes. So if you take out the reverb, well, here, let's. Cool, and you can get almost infinite feedback there. So, but then if you mix in the reverb, definitely brings that down. But yeah, that's a perfectly functional delay pedal as well. And the last is the detune. So you got a detune meaning chorus effects, you got an extra line on there. Okay, so the detune remains. Okay, so that is just tone. Depth of the reverb, how long it is. And then how much of it. So, or wait. So yeah, okay, so this is effectively a simple chorus pedal too. Cool, and then this is a mix knob. Well, I mean, it's what it is for all of them, because it blends in the signal, but... So yeah, effectively a chorus pedal too. So, very impressive for $100. Again, these retail probably like, I guess they don't make the one anymore. They now make the two, which I think retail, and that's like $250, if not $280. I got mine for I think a couple hundred, and it was totally worth it. So anyway, only thing I wish it had was maybe a Strymon style thing where you could get a little switch to like set a favorite preset or whatever. But who cares? It sounds incredible. All right, onto the break box, and we'll get out of here. So let's go over real quick what I paid for these. So again, 70 whatever, a little less than 75, 150. $100. Retail on this, it looks like it's $239 US. Back to the bridge pickup. And no, that chorusy sound is not coming from the Immerse. This has a chorus effect built into it. That kind of comes in either whenever it wants, or it's kind of the same timetable, excuse me, to my knowledge, because there's nothing to adjust that. You can only adjust the speed of the chorus. So that's the, I mean, you'll see that this looks like a turntable arm and record. So this pad literally takes the signal and turns it into a record scratch, and I believe it's not a sample. I don't know how that works, but based on this big knob, which again is just kind of interesting that like this is a big focus. The foot switch is, this whole pedal is wonky, like in a really cool way, but the foot switch is not only black, so it blends in, but it's halfway up the pedal. This whole pedal is a quadrilateral, not a rectangle, not a square, nothing parallel on it, so it's not a trapezoid that I can tell. It's quadrilateral. This housing is bananas. But yeah, check out Ranger Effects. They have some really cool stuff. This is honestly the first one I've ever played, but loved the sound enough that I was like, yeah, this is dope. Then there's a switch on the back. Oh, what? Uh-oh. Did I kill it? She's dead, Jim. There we go. That was weird. well. I really hope that that is not the pedal, and that it's just my cabling here. Okay. I think it's this one. Hang on. Okay, I guess it's just a bad patch cable, so I took these out. So you can change that sensitivity. So even if, so I guess if you're, so that signal will come through that, yeah, right, will come through depending on how hot the guitar is. So that sensitivity can be changed with a little toggle up there. But even if you're not playing very loud, it's effectively a mute switch or a kill switch. So let's go to the plate. We'll normalize this a little bit. Definitely like that setting more because you can almost drop an F-bomb there. There's more to monkey with. Gain all the way down and then we'll get out of here. So again, real wonky, real cool, excellent sounds. You can't get rid of the chorus unless there's a secret dip switch in there that I didn't know about or that he didn't tell us about on that live stream. Anyway, and then of course it's not going to do anything. So you gotta have signal coming through for that. But anyway, it's really awesome. Again, not a dealer steal necessarily, just the idea that I got it this last week, Black Friday related. It's new, it's exciting, $239 US. So that was new. But I'm pretty happy with my haul. Between the Boss stuff and this stuff, this is a blast. So, oh my gosh, almost 30 minutes of watching. If you hung out this long, like, comment, subscribe. I really appreciate it. Have a great holiday. Bye-bye.